Okay, now for something completely different. Have you ever um, started hacking on whatever your Git repo is and discovered, oh rats, I'm not actually working on the latest main, and the changes that I've made are on the wrong branch, on an old branch, and now I've made a mess of things. So you can clean up before you start working. It just requires remembering to do so. I made a couple of notes. So the first thing that we want to do is, what branch am I on? Well, git branch. I'm not on main. Okay, so git check out main. But is it the latest git log? And well, as far as this repository is concerned, it seems to be in sync. But I don't remember the last time I fetched. So git ref log show date equals ISO n1 origin main 18th of September. This was a while ago now. There's probably been some changes. Okay, so what do I need to do? Git fetch or purge. I usually of course, yes. That's odd. Yeah, this used to work. Git, and this is exactly why I automated this. Git is P. Okay, yes. Don't expand it to full. Okay, so the reason for the P is that sometimes there are like branches that you're finished with and that have been deleted on the remote, and you don't really need them here anymore. So P gets rid of that for you. So that right. So git merge gen main only. Okay, now I'm actually in a state where I'm clean. I can work, and but there are still these other branches around that I might not need. So I developed a bit of an incantation for doing that. Branch merged pipe grep v main pipe x args git branch d. Oh, branch 2 not far. Yeah, okay, that's probably because of my git grep alias. But it's okay. This seems to have worked. This is kind of clunky. I always forget exactly the right incantation. I started off with a bit of a bash alias for doing this, but it doesn't really work well. It doesn't handle errors particularly elegantly. So, th- um, much like Jeremy, after a couple of years of doing this painfully every day, I thought to myself, I am a Python developer, so I should just write a proper tool. And so I wrote git tidy. So the way that Git works is all of the commands are actually executables that have a hyphen in between them. So Git, there's an executable called Git branch somewhere. It's not quite how you invoke it, but that's how it works. So this executable is um, is what I've used, and what I do is essentially just invoke sub-processes to do the same things that I've just done with a little bit of error handling in between as well. So there are some innovations that I've got here. Um, the code is on the internet. I'm not going to do a code walkthrough right now. But the long and short of it is, rather than remembering all of this stuff, I just have a bit of muscle memory now. So whenever I start working, git tidy does all of this thing for me, gets the repository into a nice clean state, and so I don't, uh, you know, have to clean up after myself after developing on the wrong branch. And my life is now simpler and more zen. Thank you. You want that? Yeah.
Just saying, James, I do want that because I could do this all the time, but I don't do the tidy part first. I get down the line and then thought of blast. Then it's deleting directories. And I know there's clever Git things you can do, but Git's a much more competent person than I am. My approach is delete it all, start again, get fresh, make the changes I knew I made, etc. Yeah. Thank you, James. I did forget to introduce you. That was James Smith. If any of us weren't aware.